there's so much power in really seeing yourself, all versions of yourself, and receiving it.
Welcome to the Words of Wisdom podcast. This is the place to be to raise the consciousness within in order to create a life and business of ease, flow, and freedom. This podcast offers inspiring stories, strategies, and special guests to help you become your most aligned self. I am Minerva Maharaj, a former NBA Toronto Raptors dancer turned ICF accredited spiritual life coach, founder of Goddess of Wisdom Spiritual Life Coaching, and Star Seed Academy coach training. My soul's mission is to show you the impossible is truly possible. Thank you so much for joining me here today. Let's get to awakening your soul's wisdom.
Hi, everybody. Welcome to another episode of Words of Wisdom. Today, I have a free mini masterclass for you here. So get out that pen and paper and let's create the new version of you, the 2024 version of you. This is inspired by the other day I was cleaning out my office. It's something I've been wanting to do for quite some time, and there was a corner in my office where papers were just piling up. Everywhere else was kind of neat and tidy, but this one corner had papers. And it took some time to build myself up to actually take a look at this. But once I did, I set aside the time, and I'm so glad I did. I walked away with 4 full garbage bags of the mini garbage bags, but still, so just so you're not thinking I had the big old black garbage bags. There wasn't that much clutter, but there was clutter. I filled 4 garbage bags, and I just was like, wow. And in these garbage bags were just papers upon papers. And obviously going through it, you pick something up and you read it, you flip a page, you toss it, you look at something else. I saw file folders. I saw when I was, teaching and old client files and old marketing plans and my social media content calendar, all of these things. And I started my business in 2015. And it was mix of emotions. It was like, wow, oh my gosh, that girl, that 8 years ago, those big dreams in her heart. And wow, look how much I have accomplished since. And there were also some thoughts and new awarenesses of, wow, there's some parts of me I'm still carrying with me. The old version of me is still here in some aspects. Of course, I've been through many ego deaths, have changed in so many ways, have grown and evolved in so many ways. But there's also some lingering traits that have been there. And I was just kind of set back by that awareness. But I'll tell you that going through this process of consciously cleaning my office and reading not every piece of paper, but the papers I picked up, read it and really took it in, not from a judgmental place, but from an observation place, really observing myself and noticing who I am, or who I was being, I should say. And going through that process, like a ritual even, putting it away. But before I released all of it, I really said it. I did like the Marie Kondo of sending love to it and saying, thank you. Thank you. Thank you for that awareness. Thank you for what you offered me. Thank you for who I was. I was just thanking my past self throughout this process. And by the end of it, that corner was cleaner, but the vibe of the entire place of my office just felt so much lighter. I saged the place as well. I said a prayer. I cleared the energy, but so much lifted from that practice. Not just the energy in my office, but the energy within myself. And I've made some solid decisions since then about who I'm going to be. And within those decisions, so much has happened in just a couple of weeks of this decision making that I wanted to share this with you, because there's so much power in really seeing yourself, all versions of yourself, and really receiving it and allowing it to be here and really honoring it from a place of love and appreciation and not from a place of judgment and shaming and blaming yourself. Yes, those moments come up, but it's how you respond to that part of you and how you handle that shame and blame is what makes the difference. But ultimately, going through this practice, whether it's cleaning out a closet or a drawer or a room or just reflecting on old journals, which I did as well, there were some things that were noticeably no longer who I was, but kind of had that phantom ghost, those lingering energies still being carried unconsciously within me. And so, what I want to take you through today is a quick exercise to let go of your old self, the old version of you, the 2023 version of you. And if you're listening to this in the future, speaking to my future peeps, you can do this for any year. So, what I'm going to guide you through in this mini masterclass is releasing the old version of you, the 2023 version of you, and creating consciously and actively the 2024 version of you. So get that pen and paper out and draw a line down your paper so you have two columns. And on the left column, you're going to write the 2023 version of me. And on the right column, you're going to write the 2024 version of me or new version of me, however way you want to do this. And in the old version of you, and you also could do this over a series of years as well. You can do it for the past 3 years or 2 years or whatever, or it could be the past year. Just choose a time period. And I want you to just reflect on yourself, zoom out, and just observe yourself and who you were being. Were you being doubtful? Were you worried with money? Did you carry a lot of guilt, shame, fear? Did you judge yourself? Were you really hard on yourself? Did you have these big dreams and you went after them? Did you accomplish some amazing things and, fell along the way? Who were you in those moments of failure, quote unquote failure? Because I don't believe there's real failure. Failure is only if you quit for something that really is meaningful to you. You could quit for things that just no longer have meaning to you. Who were you being the past year? What was your energy? What was your mindset? Just zoom out and view yourself from this non-judgmental lens. And write that all down, jot that down. What's the 2023 version of you look like, feel like, act like? And then sit back and look at that list. You may want to pause this, so I'm just going to go through it. You can pause as you need. And then notice the energy of that. Notice who you were being. And now, once you reflected on that, make a decision on who you no longer want to be. Make a decision on who you want to start being. And this will now go under your 2024 version of you list. So again, make a list in the 2023 version of you or whatever year, the past version of you, of who you were being, and go through each one of those bullet points. Go through each one of those bullet points and make a clear decision on who you no longer want to be and who you want to start being. What are you no longer going to put up with with yourself? Where are you drawing the line with yourself? Your list may sound like, I'm no longer going to doubt myself. I'm no longer going to doubt my abilities. I'm going to have courage even when I'm afraid. And there may be parts of you want to take forward with you. You are amazing. There's a lot you're going to want to take forward with you. So acknowledge that, amplify that. But you're only going to keep repeating the same undesirable results in your business, in your money, in your career, if you don't make these conscious choices to stop being and doing and thinking the things that are not serving you and are not going to catapult you, that are not aligned to your bigger vision for yourself and for your family. You need to stop being something. You need to release some part of you consciously, because your life is a reflection of who you have practiced to be. It's just a reflection of your being. So, who are you no longer going to be in 2024? Who are you going to start being? Are you going to start being more courageous? Are you going to start believing in yourself? Are you going to start believing that everything that's happened to you is for you? Are you going to start listening to the universe, source, God, your higher power, your creative powers? Are you going to stop going to other people for the answers, coaches, mentors, someone else to give you the answer? And are you going to start going deeper within yourself, listening to your intuition, listening to your body, tuning in, going deep? Are you not going to allow yourself to stew in the madness, in the chaos, in the inner turmoil? Are you going to stop that? What else are you going to stop doing that's not serving you? What are you going to let go that is no longer serving you? Are you going to stop playing small? Are you going to stop negating your dreams? Stop negating any results you've created, no matter how small, no matter how little it seems to you in terms of money, in terms of clients. We tend to do that a lot. Well, I want 10 clients, but I only have 2. How is that serving you? Those tendencies need to go. So, recap again, create your list of who you were being in the past year, and then go through each one of those traits, those levels of being, and make a clear decision on what parts of yourself you're going to let go and who you're going to start being more consciously. And write that down. And what I would encourage you to do as a third step is to anchor into this even more. And you may just want to meditate on it, but I find writing is useful as well. So you decide if you want to meditate or write these statements. But what you're going to do is your next sentence will be, the 2024 version of me has decided to blank, 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 ... Carve my own way and path in getting it done. Look within myself for the answer and not turn to everybody else for the answer first. The 2000 version of me is going to be deeply grounded in my body. The 2024 version of me is no longer going to turn to my head for the answer, but to my inner being for the answer. The 2024 version of me is going to be wholeheartedly grateful for every little thing I have and every little way and who I am. And continue writing that list. Those are just some suggestions. but you need to declare who you want to be and make a clear decision. And then you could take this list and put it up anywhere, put it in your phone, remind yourself. And you've just created consciously your 2024 version of you. And this is powerful. And you will know you've made this decision, you will feel a shift in your body, in your entire being. That's when it's a real decision. You could feel it, and there's no going back unless you consciously choose to do that. I really hope this was helpful. A quick little masterclass here for you. I wanted to offer this to you because it shifted a lot for me. And within that short amount of time, by making those clear decisions within my being and who I'm going to start being, really things started opening up even more and flowing in all my businesses, in ideas, and how I was feeling, and my belief in myself and in my power again. And the flow, my friend said, "You're just flowing and flying right now." And I was like, yeah, those are the exact words. That's exactly how I feel. So I wanted to share this with you. Fighting a little bit of a cold. That's why I sound like that. But I want to get on here and share this masterclass with you. So let me know how this resonates with you. Instagram me, Goddess of Wisdom Coach. DM me on Instagram and let me know how this resonates with you, or drop it in the comments below of whatever platform you're listening to this on: Spotify, YouTube, all of the likes. And be sure to like and subscribe as well, because that really helps get this message to other people. And before we leave for today, I do want to share something exciting that has been created and downloaded during this time. Is my New Year planning party. This is where we're going to activate your core vision, your core power, and your plan for 2024. Already started a little bit of that in this mini masterclass of creating your 2024 version of yourself, and now taking it to the next level. What do you do when the past self tries to poke its ugly head up? How do you release that in a real sustainable way, without the shame, without the blame? How can you fully step in to your power and own who you are, own your vision, own what you came here to do in a full embodied way, and have the roadmap laid out for you in the most effortless way possible, in a way where you wake up so excited. Like the other day, I could not sleep because I was so excited with what I cleared out and who I was becoming and who I was, and all the things that were rapidly coming in just from these changes. So we're doing a 1-day mastermind. This is an in-person version, and there is a virtual version coming as well. So you can DM me and we can talk about which version is best for you. But if you are in the Toronto, Pickering area in Ontario, Canada, we will meet at this lakeside restaurant. We have a private room set up, and we'll have a 1-day mastermind where we're going to go through and release all the old ways of being, reviewing, and planning for your year ahead, and activate your entire being, your power, and your vision, so that you're no longer playing small and you're making the damn thing happen in 2024. It's no more going to be a dream. It's no longer going to be this thing you're wishing for and hoping for. It's going to be solid. It's going to be ignited. It's going to be real. So join us. DM me again at Instagram, Goddess of Wisdom Coach, for more details, or you can email myself or my assistant at info@goddessofwisdom.ca, and we'll get you signed up. It's just $75 for early bird. So hop on that right away. Prices are going to go up. And this is happening December 13th as well. So thank you so much for listening. I really hope this served you all. I send you all so much love.